Today we're talking about people and how they can be weird sometimes, meaning people just come and go out of your life without ever giving you reason, aka ghosting with no reason. People will say they care about you, but then don't show up when you need them the most. People will do all sorts of things that really hurt you, and you don't understand why because you thought this person cared for you or loved you, and so it's kind of confusing at times. But once you understand that people's actions and how they're going to treat you show you so much more than them saying anything can, obviously, actions speak way more than words, and the way people show you is how they treat you. And you can give them some grace and understanding that most of these people, the way they treat you, say they treat you very horribly, but these people have treated everyone else, and even the person they're probably the most closest to also treat that person the way they treat you. So it's never anything really personal. Most times people just weren't shown how to interact with certain people, and people just weren't taught how to be nice sometimes and how to close chapters that need to be closed, and people just simply do it out of pettiness. And I think that is the hardest one to deal with, because when someone is being petty, your first instinct is just to be petty back. And sometimes two wrongs don't make a right. And I know everybody says two wrongs do make a right, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you just have to swallow your pride and observe more than react. I think observing more than react goes further than always trying to react and respond quickly as possible to get your point across. Because most times, if you just observe and think about what you're going to say before you say anything, shows a type of person and what type of mature person you are and can be. I feel a lot of people, me included, we just are so fast to respond to something because they want that reaction from us. But once you learn to just sit back and say, okay, if this is how you're going to treat me, I'll take mental note of that and continue on. There's no need to get going back and forth with this person when you know how they view them, what they're saying, and even how their body language is. That you can tell that they're very passionate and they don't want to be wrong, and that is okay. You don't need to say this point or be this and say negative things. You don't need to, because at the end of the day, it doesn't prove anything. Nobody's winning, nobody's losing, nothing's really a game. Nothing's a game. It's just feelings and words at the end of the day. And even though they hurt and they are very heavy, how you respond is what matters most. The way you respond. Because people are going to be weird your whole life, and their vibes and their energy are going to be very weird, and you're trying to figure out why they're like this or why they're acting this way towards me. If their vibe and energy is off, every time you guys are or you're around this person, that tells you right there what type of person they are and how they view you. And you cannot control what people are going to do and say, so you have to just let go and see it how it really is. No matter how much you love and care about them, something's got to give in order for you to have peace. Because if you're never at peace and always on edge every time you're around a person, that tells you right there. Your body, the way your body reacts, tells you a lot more than your brain or your thoughts could ever tell you. So if you feel yourself getting sweaty or very anxious meeting up to this person, that's your body warning you and letting you know that, okay, is this the type of person I should be around? Or, okay, is this someone who I can see myself being with? So it's always that. And I know family is a whole different other conversation that we can have, but I feel family, it's the same thing. And I know a lot of people don't agree because a lot of people feel family is family, but at the end of the day, if those family members are hurting you, why would you want to be around them? Also, a big thing that really was a game changer was me realizing that I want to prove something or make someone proud. And I sit back and I thought about it and I was like, why do I want that achievement? Why do I want to make this person, this family member, proud of me? What is that going to fulfill for me? And then I realized, looking back, I'm like, why? Because I look at these people that I want this satisfactory or reassurance from, and I don't want the life that they live. I don't want to act the way they act. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, why am I trying to prove something? Why am I trying to fit their box and fit how they want me to be and pretend how everything's okay, and just, when that's not who I am, just so I can be around them or get their approval. But in reality, why am I seeking approval from somebody who I don't want to be? And I think that was a huge mind blower for me when I realized that. I sat back and thought about it, because it relieves so much unnecessary pressure that I put on myself because of these people. And it makes me think, why? And it's very interesting why we do that. Everybody does it. Everybody wants someone's approval. Everybody wants to be accepted. Everybody wants to be heard. And which is great, right? But why do we want to be heard, be seen, or accepted by people who we wouldn't want to be ourselves? I don't know. Sit on that for a while. And I think it's something you have to sit with for a while. That's what happened with me. That's why I say sit on it for a while. Because once I sat on it for a while, it really changed the way I view people. The people I thought, who I looked up to, the people who I thought were these amazing people because of the way they portrayed them, and getting to know them even more. It's like, you're not this person who I thought you were. And it is kind of life shattering, because you put on these rose colored glasses for certain people because they're your family, or they're your close friends, or they're your boyfriend or girlfriend. You put on these glasses because you care and love them so deeply, but once you sit back and take those off, you realize sometimes these people aren't the people I should be around sometimes. And it's not all cases, of course. It's not all people of course. It's just certain people that have been in your life or is now in your life, and you're like, why am I pretending to be someone or something to satisfy a person who's I wouldn't want to be like? So I don't know. It's a good thinker, and I really like that view on it, because it alleviated so much pressure off of me, and I'm continuously still learning to unlearn it, because that is very wired in us, and I'm still trying to unwire it, but it's going to be a progress, of course. But I just thought I would share and remember that you're not alone in anything you do, and you matter more than anything in this world. You come first. At the end of the day, it's always going to be you. So I think we should treat ourselves a little better and be kinder to people, because we need it, especially with the world we're living in now. So take care of yourself, and always remember, you matter more